You've been holding it down for everyone. I mean, everyone. But who is holding space for you to break down and rise up together? I want to give you the 5 indicators that you are with the right people who will allow you to do just that. Woo! I mean, that is a woosah moment because I'll tell you one thing. If there is one thing that I have been searching for, I have been searching for the right group of people in my life. I am that corporate woman. I will travel to an event. I will travel to be around a group of people I like to be around. I mean, this is kind of off topic, but I would travel to a good restaurant just to have a meal. I would go 2 hours to travel. I'm just that type of intentional person. And I will tell you that as corporate women, we don't like to share we don't like to be vulnerable. We don't like to share our weaknesses to everybody. I mean, we want to make certain that we are in spaces that value us. And I know that we want to be in spaces that we want to be around people who look like us, who can relate to our story, that can relate to the trials that we've been through. So, if you're feeling this kind of pain, then I know that this is the type of video for you. Okay. So, I want to give you these indicators, but before I tell you about that, I just want to tell you a little bit about my story. So, I am the type of person who I just can sense when people are right. And I know that a lot of that comes from my childhood trauma. I mean, I grew up with 5 older sisters, 1 younger brother. It didn't matter what I did, my sisters were always like, "Why are you always," and just kinda rolling the eyes at me because I was loud. I was the type of person who was always getting in stuff, questioning everything. It didn't matter what it was. I was always questioning everything, and I got on everybody's nerves. Okay, I just did. So I just kinda thought, "Well, why not if I'm getting on everybody's nerves, I might as well just go on and be me. Just be myself, be me, and just go out and do the thing." And so but I could always tell when people were, like, trying to be nice to me, but then looking at me with the side eye like, "Who the hell is she?" Like,
Why is she so happy? Why is she so energetic?
it's just all the things that reminded me of my sisters, and so I was like, "I don't wanna be around them." I want to be around people who are growth minded. I want to be around people who like want to get somewhere in life. And so I who better than myself to come up with these indicators because I have searched for these people and I have found them, but I'm going to tell you something, it's very intentional. Like you cannot just wake up and go, "I want to be around these people." And then they're just going to come. Like no, for real sis, you've got to be in the you've got to be intentional and you've got to want it so bad that it comes to you. Because I just believe in the law of attraction. I believe that you attract who you are. And whatever you say about yourself or whatever you think about yourself, you're going to attract that in your life. So you're going to be around these relationships. And you're like, wow, these people, I don't know. I want, like, you're going to go ahead and be with people even though they're not your people, you're gonna be with them because you think, "I'm never gonna be able to find these people," or, "I don't wanna be alone," and so therefore, you sacrifice what it is that you really want because, "I just don't wanna be alone." No, sis, so here, I'm gonna give these indicators to you, and I want you to share these with your friends. I want you to repeat this video over and 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 over again because I want you to know that this is something that you have to curate, and it's possible. I'm a witness because this is what we do in our Rise Advocates Academy. This is what I do when I'm around people I want to mastermind with, who I know have my back. Okay. Which brings me to my first point. My first point is that you got to be around people who celebrate your wins and your stinky butt losses. Okay. Your struggles, right? I always call this, I know this is kind of funny, but you're really getting to know me. Like, when your booty cheeks are flapping in the wind. That's just the thing I say. Like you're just out there, right? They will come over here and they will cover you up. Okay. That is the type of person that you want to be around. Right. And they are just going to be there for you. And I've had situations where I'm the person who's always there for people. And I know you're like this. I've been there for everybody. Well, who gonna be there for me? I'm looking around when I'm like, my booty cheeks are flapping in the wind. Who's gonna be there for me? And I'm like, I don't know who can I call during this difficult time? Of course, I have my husband. I'm thinking, who outside of my husband would I want to call? Because sometimes I don't want to call my husband. It's just, it's just true. I want to call a girlfriend. So that's who you want to be around. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that you really you got to be around someone who is inspired to be great. Right? You need to be around people who want to be great. And so that's really kind of a precursor. If you don't want to be great, in other words, when I say great, meaning that you want to do well, you want to grow, you want to be well in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. That is something that I know for sure. Like, you want to be around people who are great. You have to be willing to be great. You see? That's the thing, and if that's not who you are gonna be around, well, let me just put it this way, you have to be that first. And so that is something that I always tell people that you wanna be around people who are doing great things, be great, okay? That is the second thing that I wanna tell you. I just wanna look at my notes and make certain I got it right. So number 2 is you need to be around people who provide space for vulnerability. I have noticed this among women often, um, and especially Black women. We tend to not talk about things that are vulnerable. And I don't, I think that two indicators to know that you can't be with this person around when you talk about vulnerability is because they gossip and they judge people. And your little instincts know these things, right? You know that they are not the type of person to be trusted, and that's the reason why you don't trust them with stuff. So why are you hanging around them? Right? So you need to have space for vulnerability around people that you know have integrity, right? They're not gossipers. They're not talking about and judging the next person that comes along. You'll know that because these are the people, again, who are wanting to be great. So, what do the great people do? They talk about books they're reading. They talk about where they're going to travel to. They talk about the things that they struggle with, but how they're going to work themselves out of that. That is exactly who you need to be around. So, you have to be around people who provide space for vulnerability. Okay. Here's the fourth thing is they lift as they climb. No, I know it sounds like I'm talking about Michelle Obama and Maya Angelou, but perhaps I'm channeling them because I do frequently. But I just think you had to be around people who lift as they climb. And so what do I mean by that? Is you know that people want to have things, right? Like that people want to have the best for themselves. But when there is a spirit of competition, you need to like this. You have to run away from them because that is not the type of person you want to be around, right? You want people who will advocate for you, they will ally for you, they will speak up for you when you're not in the room, right? And so, as the person is lifting, this person might be getting high, they're going to bring you up with them. That's the type of person that you want to be around. Are you picking up? You getting these? I know, they're so good. These are great indicators. The fifth one is a huge one. We should actually start it off with this. But the fifth one is that they align with your values and your mission. Now that begs the question, do you have your values and your mission documented? You know, a lot of people that I know, corporate women, we don't have the values and the missions of our lives documented. Like often because you don't think that you're on some assignment. I'm here to tell you, sister friend, that you are on assignment. You have a mission with your life. And if you don't know what that is, whew, we need to talk. Because here's the thing, when you're in spaces where you allow someone to, you could break you down and rise together, meaning rising, meaning like You got to get clear on what it is that you are trying to achieve instead of just like, you know, haphazardly walking through your life. Your life is worth living when you know that you are clear on your values and your mission. And then you can be around people who are clear with that with you. Critical. That's so critical, my sister. So you got those 5 factors? Okay, I'm just gonna have them on the wall here. I'm gonna put this every single one of them here that you can see them clearly. And I want you to take this video and I want you to listen to it over and over and over again. And what I want you to do is reply in the comments and tell me which one are you going to start working on? Which one are you going to start working on today? Because we need you to start working on these critical factors because you can't keep holding it together for everybody else. You are going to break down, burn out, and consistently have deuces for everybody, even your daggone self, right? So you need to be able to do this, okay? I'm rooting for you to do this. This is an intentional thing. This was actually on my top 5 list of things I wanted to do about 10 years ago. And literally, it's taken me some time to get here, but I can finally say I'm here. I have the group of people I love to be around, and I created this space. We are creators, and we can create this too. So please like, subscribe this video. If you liked it, did you like it? Please subscribe to this channel. This is how we are rolling in the Rise with Diana streets. This is our Rise Advocates movement. What we want to leave you with something because every single time we leave a video, we got to have you leave with something. So, what I want you to do is I want you to check out our Unlock Your Authenticity Code, how to overcome your fear of speaking up and doing these types of things to accelerate your career. And that's what I want to give to you. It's an audio series. It's a 3-part audio series that we know will be so beneficial to you. We've had so many clients we know who has benefited from it. So check it out. And guess what? We're going to see you in the next video. Okay? I can't guarantee my hair will look like this next time because I just got it done, but you know how that goes. All right, sister. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.